Good morning, it's Sunday, July 19th, and we're going to continue our discussion on action and duty with a prompt from the Daily Stoic which reads, what would forgiveness look like? So in today's meditation, Ryan Holiday writes, as he wound his way up Via Dolorosa to the top of Calvary Hill, Jesus had suffered immensely. He had been beaten, flogged, stabbed, forced to bear his own cross, and was set to be crucified on it next to two common criminals. There he watched the soldiers roll dice to see who would get to keep his clothes, listened as people sneered and taunted him. Despite all of this, Jesus looked upward and simply said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Now, that message about forgiveness is so much easier said than done. But the guidance of forgive them, they're deprived of the truth. They wouldn't do this if they weren't, is the necessary thing to keep in mind. It's ultimately how I've made peace with my dad. For so many years, there was an anger burning inside me. And most of the time, I probably wasn't even aware of it, but it would surface periodically in my dreams. The situation of those dreams would vary, but inevitably I would have a confrontation with him, which would culminate in my very real desire and intent to kill him. Now that's a terrifying sensation to wake up to, and it's probably very disturbing for those who don't know my backstory, but I suppose it was just a manifestation of my desire for an alternate arrangement, one in which I wasn't shot in the neck defenselessly as I slept. I was angry that I had been deprived of the physical ability to protect my mom and sister in those moments that followed. I was angry that I was unable, ultimately, to save him from himself. I just wanted a fair fight. And of course, I was angry because of the damage that his actions would leave for many years to come. But the twisted irony of it all is that I think even amidst his mentally tormented thoughts, he was able to have the foresight of what future consequences his decision to commit suicide might have on all of us. I believe that he wanted to spare us the pain, so in his severely deteriorated brain, he concluded that the solution was to take us with him. I've since learned that it provides no real benefit to try and rationalize that decision, as a normally functioning brain cannot simply empathize or cannot truly empathize with that chemically imbalanced logic. However, in recent years, I've noticed a change in my dreams that involve my dad. No longer do I feel that intense hostility and desire for revenge. Now when I see him in my dreams, it's a feeling of forgiveness and support. And I think it comes from the inspiration of today's prompt. Usually I see him sheepishly cowering whenever he first sees me. He's alive, but a shell of what he had once been. I am who I am today, physically recovered and genuinely mentally repaired, arguably much stronger than ever before. In those dreams, I simply wrap him up in a long embrace and I tell him that I forgive him, that I'm okay, and that honestly, I don't need him anymore. But I expressed to him that I know he wouldn't have carried out his plan to kill all of us if he had thought that he would fail the way that he did. He never intended to inflict that long-lasting physical, mental, and emotional pain. My words of forgiveness seem to release him from unseen chains, and we go our separate ways. It's an amicable sort of closure for both of us. Now, it took me a long time to get to that point, to realize that message. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. But it doesn't take an event of that tragic scale to remind us of that lesson. It's there, waiting for us, every single day. Life is just too short to think otherwise. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.